Series of fractions video. The first one is actually understanding fractions, and this one is about simplifying fractions. So just as a reminder from a recap from our previous one, we have the parts of the fractions. The bottom number is the denominator and the top number is the numerator. So if you imagine a pizza and it's split into 4, so they're split into quarters, and I've got 2 pieces left out of a total of 4. Okay, so the denominator tells us how many it was originally, or how many it's split into, and the 2 tells us how many pieces we've got left. Okay, excuse my shading there, it's not the best. Oh, so let's move on. Let's have a look at simplifying fractions. So, you see the example on the left there. The formula that we need to understand is this here. So we divide both the denominator, which is the bottom number, and the numerator, which is the top number, by the same number. And if you just look at the diagram here, 2 quarters is the same as a half. It's exactly the same shape, yeah? They're just cut into different pieces. So in order to convert quarters into halves, we've got our 2 quarters here. If we divide the top number by 2, 2 into 2 goes 1 time, and 2 into 4 goes 2 times. So what we've done is we divided the denominator and the numerator by the same number. So let's just go to our first few examples, and I always tend to put what I'm dividing it by the side, just as a reminder, and then that way you can't go wrong. So 2 into 2 goes once, and 2 into 4 goes 2. It's a half. If I look at this 3, 6, this one just below it, well, I know my 3 times table, so I know that this would divide by 3. 3 into 3 goes 1 time, and 3 into 6 goes twice. So 3 6 is the same as a half. Look at this next one, 10 over 12. I can see they're both even numbers, so they'll both definitely divide by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 10 twelfths is the same as 5 6. And this one here, 3 over 21, also divides by 3 because I know my 3 times tables. Really important times tables, yeah? 3 divided by 3, it goes in 1 time. 3 into 21, I know goes in 7 times. So 3 over 21 is the same as 1/7. Let's have a look at a few more. Just put my pen down, there you go. So just a reminder of the formula, divide both the denominator and the numerator by the same number. So I'm just looking at this here, 5 and 15, they're both part of the 5 times table. So if I divide them by 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. 6 over 9, both divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 goes in 2 times, and 9 divided by 3 goes in 3 times. The bottom one, even numbers, divide by 2. Divide by 2. 2 into 2 goes once, 2 into 8 goes 4 times, so it's a quarter. Incidentally, just looking at this one here, the one at the bottom, 30 over 70, they both divide by 10 because they end in 0. But there's a little trick you can do with these. If they both got a 0 on them, 30 divided by 10 is 3, 70 divided by 10 is 7. Just knock the zeros off. So it's 3 7s. This one here, divide by 3. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. 3 into 21 goes 7. And last but not least, these both divide by 5. 5 into 10 goes 2 times. 5 into 35 goes 7 times. Just one other example. Let's just say you had 16 over 8 and you wanted to simplify that. Or let's say 8 over 16, that's better. Well, I know straight away that they go by 2. So divided by 2, that leaves you with 4 over 8. But it can actually be reduced even further. With simplify, you have to get it down to its lowest form, so you can't reduce it anymore. So I could divide that by 4. And I could divide that by 4, which leaves me with 1 over 2. Because 4 into 4 goes once, 4 into 8 goes twice. So I've taken 3 steps there, but if I'd have looked at it a little bit clearer and divided them both by 8 in the first instance, 8 divided into 8 goes 1, and 8 into 16 goes 2. It doesn't matter how many steps you take, but the bigger number you choose will mean that you will take less steps until you get it down as far as it needs to go. So when we're simplifying fractions down, divide them both by the same number into the denominator and the numerator and reduce them down until they can't possibly go any further. Okay, thanks for watching.